something that was meant to be bad that actually turned out to be something good. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Wealthy Mindset. It's yours truly, Money Making Mitch. And as usual guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. Let me just say this. NIO is at a pivotal point where we're getting ready to become profitable. However, I've said it in the past that on our way up, they will also play with the numbers in order to shake off the remaining weak and the sick. And I'm seeing it happening. Even some of my subscribers now are saying, Money Making Mitch, perhaps the other YouTuber is right and we should pump it to 100. I will never do that. If you're expecting that, you're on the wrong channel. Because I understand, and I've studied history enough to know that when we become profitable, the company itself will buy back shares at that point and then announce it during the earnings call, and the shorts will be devastated and destroyed. This is why the CEO said it will be sudden, it will be massive, and I said it will be violent towards the shorts. But a lot of people are losing heart because they allow their emotions to get in the way. The great Warren Buffett said, put your emotions by the door. You cannot use emotions when you're investing. You have to be like a lion. Well, what is happening? Fen Shay, head of NIO's sub-brand Onvo, and longtime NIO executive, criticized a sale pitch reportedly done by a sales staff, a NIO sales staff. He said risk damaging the company's reputation. His remarks followed an online post circulating this Friday questioning how battery service options were being pitched to customers, which triggered a heated discussion on Chinese social media. The controversy began after an automotive blogger shared on Weibo screenshots of a sales conversation on WeChat that describes NIO battery rental plan as costly and risky. This is by one of our sales reps, calling it a trap that ruins the brand's image. So for sales to talk like this, it greatly damages the brand's goodwill. For sales reps to talk like this, said Shen Fei wrote on Weibo on Thursday. If this is a unified script, the sales leadership needs to be changed. If it is an individual behavior, it is recommended to persuade resignation or directly fire, the executive added. Prior to lead Onvo, Fen Shay served as senior vice president of NIO, leading the power division, and made it into a successful moat. The unit responsible for the major battery swap technology developments achieved since 2018. The remark followed a widely circulated post that shared screenshots of a purported conversation between a sales representative and a potential buyer. In the chat, the salesperson described NIO battery as a service plan as equivalent to a high-interest loan and warned the rental customer lose ownership rights, he said, and claimed that second-hand car transactions would be very troublesome under the scheme, which is, we know, is the opposite, because when you sell the car, someone else just rents the battery and the car holds most of its value. The sales pitch concluded by calling the plan a trap that ruins the brand's image. The blogger suggested the comments may have come from frontline sales staff and responded by defending the program. He wrote that BAS is not mandatory. This is why I'm saying it's something that was meant to be bad, but guys, it gave us publicity and brought awareness as to what battery as a service truly is yet again. He wrote that BAS is not mandatory, so you don't have to choose it if you don't want to. Allows buyout flexibility and has strong recognition in the used car market. Because we all know here, for example, in America, a lot of people don't buy used Teslas because after 8 years the battery is done and you just take it to the junkyard. You can't even use it to put plants on the top of it because it's grotesque and disgusting looking. The Onvo L60 BAS version has practically become a second-hand car, a good car, with a 1-year value retention rate exceeding 80%, he said. No other EV is doing that. He also noted that monthly rental fees can be offset against future buyout costs. that recent fee reductions were not being mentioned by critics, and that both state policy and CATL's participation underscored battery swapping as a strategic national direction. Because we know with battery as a service, if you break down, it's like AAA. They come and rescue you at the side of the road, even if it's a flat tire. Everything is transparent. Where is the trap? The blogger wrote, dismissing claims of a consumption trap and pointing to NIO's August sales record of more than 31,000 units. The brand and 80% of NIO owners and 80% of Onvo owners chooses battery swapping because of range anxiety as well. The brand launched last year and aimed at family buyers is anchored by the 5-seat L60 and the larger 6 and 7-seat L90, which has delivered more than 10,000 units in August. And this is why I was saying in my last video, guys, that if the government decides to stop the incentives next year, NIO will benefit from that yet again. Because with battery as a service, the price of the car is lowered. No one else can do that. Onvo was the primary growth engine for NIO's group delivery record in August, accounting for more than half of total sales, a little more than half. And we expected that because you expect your sub-brand to sell more than your high-end brands. The management said this week that the L60 model will get a minor facelift with further details being revealed soon. Below is the transcript of the WeChat sales pitch with Fenshei criticized. He said, boss, you can think about it yourself. With this battery rental plan, when you calculate it down, the annualized cost is 6.8%, no different from a high-interest loan. Moreover, since battery technology is already very mature, offering an 8-year warranty, you don't need to worry at all about degradation issues. The main point is ownership of the battery. Once you choose rental, this ownership is completely gone, and the disadvantage of that are obvious. Even if you rent for 5 to 8 years, the battery is still not yours. The kind of experience is completely different. Because if the previous owner hasn't settled all the rental payments, the follow-up scheme cannot be implemented if you want to buy out the battery. So the guy was trying to spread a lot of fear for whatever reason, and this was on a NIO sales rep. And Shenfei had to come and prove why this guy was wrong. So it was supposed to be a bad thing that turned out to be a very good piece of marketing without us having to even pay a penny. So I hope you guys found this video yet again to be informational, inspirational, and motivational. If so, guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. It takes a lot of time to do these videos and editing. And if you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so, because in this channel, we are waking up the middle class for the first time to get a major piece of the pie from the ground level up as to how the games are played on Wall Street. And like 50 said, we get rich or we die trying, guys.